Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bukola. I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I do videos on skincare reviews, hair tutorials, and lifestyle vlogs. And if you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for loving this girl right here. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Yeah, on today's video I want to talk about few things. First thing you have to check before renting a house in Lagos is to consider the environment and consider your working place or your school, so you can know how accessible it is to your workplace or to your school. So you have to decide on the particular area you want to stay in Lagos. Another thing to do is to check for an agent online or to go to that particular area and search for an agent, an house agent that can link you up with a landlord or a landlady that has a vacant apartment. So if you check online, you're going to get varieties of agents, and their charges will be kind of different, but you have to be careful because of scam. Now once you have been taken to the house, you have to check the environment, if it's safe. You have to check the security in that environment, if it's properly organized and okay for you. Then you have to check the electricity supply, if it's constant, because if the electricity in that area is not constant, then you have to be running your gen 24/7. Also, the sound of the neighbor's generator will be disturbing you a lot. Like the sound of the generator of your neighbors won't let you rest. So you have to know the kind of peace you want for yourself. To be honest with you, there are environments in Lagos that do have 24/7 light supply, so you should consider that as well. Another thing to check while getting a house in Lagos is to know the particular type of house you want. Do you want a new built apartment, or you want an old apartment? Now what's the difference between an old apartment and a new apartment? Sometimes, in some cases, the old apartments are always very spacious compared to the new apartment. So the new apartments sometimes usually have smaller kitchens, smaller toilets, while the old apartments that are built in the early 2000s, they may have bigger kitchen and bigger toilets. Now new houses that are built to be very spacious with big kitchen, toilets, bedrooms, sitting room, they are far more expensive than the ones that are not big. Now you have to check the environment, if it's peaceful enough. You have to be sure if you want to stay in an estate or you want to stay in a crowded environment whereby you have a crowded population of people staying in that community. Now there are some new developed areas that don't have much people in the community, but the security aspect is not that safe. Once you get to the environment and you've gotten an agent, the agent will take you to the landlord or the landlord's lawyer, so as to get a details on the payments and the rules in that apartment. Now you have to ask them if there is any rules in that apartment. If it's not favorable to you, then you have to walk out, because that's a red flag for you. Whatever you can't live with, you shouldn't accept it. To consider the rent charges, if it's going to fit into your budget even in subsequent years. Now once you've considered that, you have to check if you want to stay with a landlord or you want to stay in a house that has just co-tenants, or in a self-compound apartment. That is very necessary, because if you're the kind of person that can't stay with so much tenants, definitely if you can't keep to yourself, you're going to have problem with other co-tenants. Now, you have to tell the agent to take you inside the apartment, which you have to check around. You have to know if the landlord is ready to renovate the house. That is, if the house is not in a proper shape, then the landlord has to renovate the house. But if the landlord is not going to renovate the house, you have to come to an agreement between you, the landlord, and your lawyer if you have one. Another thing you need to check is the walls of the house. It's so important for you to know if the walls are always soaked with water, because if those walls are always soaked with water, then the walls will be peeling, and in a year time you still have to renovate your apartment by repainting it and changing some other things like your wardrobe and all. But if you can check properly and you see that water doesn't disturb the walls and the compound, then it's a plus for you. It's a good one to move into. Now, after checking all these and you're okay with it, then you're good to go. Then you can go ahead and rent the apartment. And make sure once you're renting an apartment with an agent or a lawyer or a landlord, you should always collect a receipt of evidence to sign the deal with them. After that, you need to pray about the house if it's good spiritually. Yes, there are so many houses, but not every houses that look good is actually good. So you have to know and pray about it if the house is good. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope these few tips help you in your house hunting. And if you have any question, kindly drop it in the comment section. I'm going to answer you. Thank you all, and remember to subscribe to my channel. Bye.